Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the process of cutting on a big board, which is the 130 watt OMTech laser engraver. What we're going to do first, we're going to design something and we're going to go ahead and run it in the machine and cut something. I have one of my brother's friend, he opened a shop. I went to his shop, they had like a little small collision and they had helped me out with something, and I'm gonna try to make some sign for him. I'm gonna show you the process of design. I'm gonna take actually his business card and I'm gonna design something for him to cut in the actual uh, machine. There's nothing big, fancy design. It's actually his business card have a logo which I like when they convert it to just cutting. So you're gonna go to light burn and you're gonna go to file. You're gonna go on port, and I'm gonna go to my desktop, and then here's the file that we're gonna choose. This is the actual scan that we choose. I'm just gonna convert it this way, and this is just a business card I put, and we're gonna just select it. So we're gonna right click on it and we're gonna select the image. Let's see if it's gonna come out okay, decent. No, I don't like these lines here. You can see it's not lining up right, so we're gonna try to go to get the line. Now the reason I'm keep moving, see here the line is good, but here the lines are a little bit not attached 100%. So we're gonna keep go back until we get a straight line, and then now still not touch it, and then I think that's very decent. The line is turning, nothing crazy. We can go back and look at the letters. You can always write the letters. I don't need the letters. I just need the shape of the card. So I'm gonna just go over the shape of the card. Look okay here. No, I don't like it. Let's see if we can go a little more. Now we got more detail on the shape of the card. Gotta be careful. So for example, let me zoom out. In here, if I play a little bit more, I might start losing the shapes. So you see something like this. So I gotta get this guy good and at the same time this guy good over here. Because that's all I care about right now is actually about the shape of the car. That look good, and that look good. And here we can adjust the look okay. But this I can adjust, and I'll show you how to adjust it. So now we're gonna click OK. Now we have the shape. This is actually the shape of the car. Due to its fill, maybe we gotta do a line. So now, so we're just gonna take this guy. We're gonna zoom out. Take this guy further away, and we're gonna zoom in. So then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ungroup. I'm gonna click here and ungroup everything, so that way we can start deleting stuff. Okay, so you can just select and delete. I'm gonna try and select this guy. He's gonna select all at once. This guy, we need this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy in the car. So I'm gonna group it and take it outside. Oh, see, I missed something. I take this guy here, group it now, take it outside. Nope, everything else it can be deleted. Okay, I can still use these to cut. Actually, I'm not gonna type them. I am gonna use them. They're actually very clean. They came out, the letters came out very clean, so there's no need to actually. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna select them. Maybe I'll click Control, and then I start unselecting stuff. So I'm gonna unselect this guy, unselect this, and it goes on. I'm holding the Control, so I unselect some stuff. So whenever I click on something, it's gonna unselect because I'm holding the Control. Just the imperfections some places here, here, one over here. I always can check it after I take it outside. There's one here. I already unselected. So we're gonna group this and we're gonna take it outside. Then we're just gonna select these, which are the imperfection, and click delete out of it. So now this guy here is basically almost okay. I'm not gonna make this guy big because I think he don't have a room in his collision. I'm gonna be sticking this on his wall where the front desk is basically. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to make these guys smaller. So I'm gonna ungroup them. I'm gonna group each one by itself. So group this guy here, go to collision, group the center, okay? And the reason I'm doing that so just when I move stuff around later on, they all gonna be the same. Maybe something like this, and I'm gonna like too much. I'm gonna put this guy up. I'm gonna cut it. I'm just gonna show you that I get the design. See, I didn't group and so I gotta group this guy to just to move because now it's a picture, it's not a letter. So when I start moving stuff around, it's gonna actually not move it at the same time. That's why I like to group stuff, especially when I'm doing this basically. So it's gonna look something like this. So if I cut it, if I do this and I review it, it's gonna cut something like this and you can stick it on the wall. Remember I told you we have to fix this guy and maybe we have to fix some stuff here. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to here. We're gonna ungroup this guy. The reason I'm ungrouping it because I want to select this guy here and we're gonna choose this option here. Basically it's gonna let you edit all the edges. So we're gonna select this guy, ungrouping, select this guy and then let's go. See? So now all the imperfection shape, we're gonna bring this guy this way, this guy that way. And we're gonna take this guy and this is straight, bring this guy straight, see, straighten this guy. Little touch up here and there always helps out. You can always move this guy this way. Now in cutting it might not look bad, but it depends how big is the piece you're cutting through. You can be cutting a big piece and then especially if you're cutting a big piece, those edges might show up. If you're cutting small pieces, those edges might not show up. But with a big piece, imperfection will do show up. So if I click outside, you get a little better. Okay, you can see there's imperfection here, imperfection here. We gotta do the same thing over. Click selected, go here, and then just move this guy over a little up, and fix this. Move this guy over. I think that's good. We'll come down to this imperfection, then get down and fix this guy here. Let this guy come that way. We'll go over to here. There's more imperfections. We'll try to do just this line. I can see it's going like this. It's coming back. Well, you fix it a little bit here, a little bit here. Put this guy out. And I don't like it. Just move this guy out. Make it more smooth. There's this guy. Make it more smooth. This guy here. We'll take this guy a little bit out. Bring this guy in. Imperfection got a little better. So this guy's done. Here's the light. It's okay. You can have imperfection on it. It can look like a design style. Okay, or we can always look at the picture that we zoomed out. We put it somewhere here and see how it was. It was straight, so it's just the imperfection of the scan. I can rescan it hard, high quality, but wide. Yeah, make it an adjustment. Always it's good to have actually a high quality picture to work with, especially if you're designing stuff. But you can always leave it as is and do your hard work adjustment on the actual design. So that's very decent now. I have one imperfection here. I am a little picky, Sorry guys, I'm making this video long, but it's just to show you. Sometimes you have to work with design just to make it look good, okay? Because the end result is always people gonna look at it. If you don't wow people on your work, they will not talk about it. That's the idea of you want people to say, wow, this guy did something good. It came out good. So here I have imperfection. I'm gonna go here and do the same thing over. It's just simple adjusting the line, fixing them together. Do a good job this guy now. Do this. So in light burn, there's always this line. The brown one is where you move the line, and then this here, the blue one, is where you adjust your curves. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make them adjust to make it look like coming in all once. Here, over here, over here. Same thing with here. You can just adjust this guy, that guy, and you just make the shape better. Adjust this guy here. If I click offside, see, it get better. So now we'll take this. I think this is very good right now. We have no imperfection here. And the letter actually came out very good. Don't have to be perfect. I could change the letter, but I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And we'll take this design to an actual machine right now. We'll put the wood and start cutting it and see how it looks like. Bear with me. Let me go back to the machine. And here we go. Now we're at our big boy. The machine is on. We put a piece of wood. We're gonna focus the actual machine by going to, first you're gonna make sure you're close in the center so no mishap can happen. We're gonna go to function. Okay, we're gonna go down on the screen. We're gonna go down all the way to autofocus and we're gonna click enter. And the machine is gonna go down by itself. Let's focus in. Now max up. Now we know this is good to go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to light burn right now and try to align everything together. Here we go, we are at light burn right now, and this is actually my bed size. You can see how small this icon is. And we're gonna drag it and we're gonna make it big. Something like this. And then now we're gonna see how big is this guy compare. I have some tricks I'm probably I'm gonna do, but we'll see first just how big this guy is. I click frame and we'll go from there. Now we are framing. Start from somewhere here. Let's see. This is how big it is. Let's make it a little bigger. So I can push it this way a little more and then make it wider. We come to our light burn. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over couple. We're going this way. Now we're gonna drag it from here to make it bigger this way because I had room in the wood this way and that way. If I hold it from here and drag it this way, now it's gonna go the other way. So we want to drag it this way here. So we'll hold it from here and drag it, make it big, and let's see this framing now. I'm framing wood. I went over a little bit. Let's look at it, let's see how big it is. And come that way. And see where it's gonna get up to here. Where? See, because I moved too much that way. We can bring it this one. We should be okay. Back to light burn. This time we're gonna go this way. Couple heads, and we're gonna click frame. This time it started from somewhere here. A little bit more. I have enough room. Let's see what's gonna end at. Oh, I have a lot of room. Okay, let me line it up and let you guys know. So now I got it on location. Now I'm gonna give you a little tip. Now we're gonna just show you something. So it started from there, okay? and then it's gonna end somewhere down here. Okay, so it's ending somewhere over here, which is gonna match it somewhere. Where is it? Up all the way up to here. Okay, so let me get a marker and mark it. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do next. Actually, I'm using a fan, so carpenter pencil. So it was up to here. Okay, so it started from the top all the way to this point here. But that is too much. I'm wasting too much wood because it's going to be a cut, and I'm going to have to anyway line it up at the end. So I'm going to try and shrink them all together to get less wood as possible to use. Okay, let's go light burn and see what I'm going to do. So now I'm back to light burn. So what I'm going to do first, just so I will not have to reframe everything, I'm going to go select the box. Select this box over here, and I'm going to go build a frame. So in light burn, the T1 and T2 is just a frame basically. So I'm going to choose the blue one, and I'm going to try to frame this close as I can to the vehicle. Okay, so this is where my frame was, where I set up my wood. I'm going to go to the left a little bit. So this is, if I zoom in now, you can see we started from here. I'm going to select here, and I'm going to exit out of box. Then we're just going to click select, and we're going to move in here, move with hand. You can see all the way to this edge. So what I'm going to do, because again, I don't need to have this, plus these letters, I can take them and put them anywhere I want for cut now. Because at the end, I'm going to stick them one by one. They're not like attached together. So I'm going to start ungrouping these guys. Okay. I'm just going to drag them and try to put them places. So remember, this is the highest point. So we're going to click on the box. And we're going to bring the box to the top of the vehicle, which is somewhere over here. And now all I'm going to do is just basically start aligning the letters next to each other as close as possible. And you got to be careful. Some letters I have to drag them both together. So this is what we're going to do. Remember, at this point, everything is under fill. But, so that example, if I fill this letter, the little box, so I have to pull them both together. The reason I have fill, just so I can look at them. At the end, we're going to change this line in the top here. And we're going to make it from fill to line, and that's what it's going to look like. We can do it now, but still, because the letters are individual, we're going to have to make them close as possible to each other. I can always rotate the letters, not big of a deal. So like right now, this guy here, I'm going to move this guy over here and bring this guy close as possible. So I can save this thing here. Okay. At the end, I'm going to fix them all together. This will not fit here. So what I'll do, I'm gonna leave it here. So it's in the middle. I'm gonna ungroup this guy. I'm gonna take this guy here out of here and put him here. Okay. And I will do this. Forced to worse, I can make it this way. Okay. At the end, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to use just this thing here. So I'm gonna save all this piece of wood by just dragging the stuff and putting them all over the place. So I can put some stuff here, for example, ungroup, take this guy, put it somewhere here. Let's see if I can select this, control, and this, put it here. No, I'm gonna twist it around. See, almost done. Only left is arrow. I'm gonna ungroup the arrow, and then we're gonna start putting stuff. Group the O. Maybe put it somewhere here. T. I'm even gonna move this guy. Put it somewhere here because it was sticking out this end here. And I'm not trying to be, it's not about trying to be cheap on wood or something. At the end, why not? You can save wood and you can make more stuff for somebody else for free, or give her a gift, because you just save on all this wood. So right now, if you calculate this guy, if I made another box, if we go to orange right now, if I make another box here, just to show you how close we are. So I basically saved double the material. Okay, boom, a little bit more than double. So here's a box, here's another one, plus a little more I'll save here and here, just by changing some of the stuff. Okay, just to show you how you can save stuff. It don't have to be, because at the end you're gonna glue them together, as long as you're not touching, and the laser is gonna cut and cut perfect. So what we're gonna go right now, we're gonna go to our setting. So we're gonna select everything, okay, and except we're gonna turn off the frames, because we don't need the frames. I'm unselecting the frames, and we're gonna turn it to red, and that's my red setting. So actually even the frame got red because I selected them. So we need to select the inside, not the frames, and we're gonna select the bottom button red. So everything is cut. My cutting setting on this guy is 20 millimeter per second at 50% power. Okay, I can go more than 20 millimeter, but I found sometimes it was not cutting right. So 20 millimeter is more than enough. Okay, so let me frame it and show you guys how much room actually we saved in the wood too. So we're back to the wood. Still have a lot of room on the top. I can adjust, but just to show you where the laser is going to come in now, and we'll mark it. As I show you there, I'm almost here. So all this room, double of material, almost not double, like 1 1/4 of this I save. Okay, we'll do the cutting and we'll go from there. And we're gonna get the cutting right now. We're gonna first turn our water chiller. Make sure water chiller always turn on. And then we're gonna, after we framed everything, we're gonna click the laser. We're gonna turn the laser tube on. Okay, and then we're gonna close the bed. That way, the cover for protection, wear your glasses. I'm gonna put this guy here. It's not gonna be very, good looking of cutting. Trying to give you an angle like this, but at this point, better than nothing. Okay, you can see my water chiller is turning on, and I'm gonna click play. It's cutting now. As you can see it. See, my compressor already kicked on. I hope this noise is not too much for you guys. Trying to give you a better angle. The big boy cutting now. And here's the look after it's finished. Same as Zach. I just did it. Now all I gotta do is go to the shop and try to put them together and stick it on the wall. Now I'll show you guys how it looks, the end product. Hope you like this video. Please let me know if you have any question or any comment. This is done on my new big boy. Okay, OMTech 130 walt with the 55 bed size by 35. Okay, thank you very much again and have a nice day. And here's the end picture after gluing it to the wall. You can see we did actually color it same as his business card, and I did change the lettering. This one came out a little better than the one he had. At the end, he loved it, and this is actually a picture of it on the wall. Thank you again for watching.